Hello everyone, my name is Alex B, and today I want to show you how we grew one of Amazon brands from 20k months to 68k months in net profit in just 5 months. Let's go over to my laptop where I will show you what steps did we take in order to accomplish this goal. So this is my laptop, and let's start with overview. So when you have a product or a brand with several products, you want to first of all understand your profitability, and that's what we did. We looked at the seller board, which is just a tool that shows you, like a profit and how many units you sold. So this is blue line showing total units sold, and blue bar is the most important for us, which is net profit. We started looking in July at this brand, and we saw that it had like 20k in net profit, and then it's like 16k in net profit. And then we blew up this brand like almost 3.5 times profit, so 300% growth. But what are the steps that we took in order to achieve that growth? First of all, let me show you like the high level strategy overview, without like getting too deep into details of technicalities. First of all, we want to collect the data. We want to know how the brand is doing, collect all the inputs, how many sales we're doing, how many units we are selling, like promos, storage fees, and refund rate in money, advertising spend, net profit, how profit is changing, and so on and so forth. Profit per unit is very important metric, cost of sale, and then PPC metrics here, and some more technical PPC metrics. So this is month by month. You see April, May, June, July, and August. And on the right, I have another report that we usually collect. For this brand, it was useful to understand, like it has several ASINs. So we needed to understand every 2 weeks. Basically, this report is for every 2 weeks, you see, every column. And we needed to understand what was the take-us, total units profit, percent of PPC sales, which is very important, and percent of profit from total, and percent of organic. So this allows us to understand high level what's going on. You see that ACOS was quite good, and it's actually quite expensive product. So it's around $200+ depending on the variation. So first of all, one of the opportunities, like most sellers, they don't collect enough statistics, or they collect too much statistics. They don't know where to look at, because you can collect even more than that, right? But I don't know if you can make decisions based on the data, right? So what is important is not just having the numbers, but being able to draw conclusions from these numbers. So let's move on. The next step that we did was unit economy calculation. So on the left, we put everything like the price. You see it's $445, the price, cost of goods is $150, referral fee $67, and so on. VAT, it's not present, so it's 0, and refunds, how many people refund the product. And then percent of organic sales and percent of PPC sales, cost per click, PPC conversion rate, and so on. So this is just the most important metrics, and from these metrics we can calculate all the resulting data, like what will be the PPC sales, organic sales, what will be profit from organic, from PPC, cost of goods sold from organic and PPC, what is the cash flow needed for that, how many clicks we're gonna get, what will be the take-us, PPC spend, ACOS, and so on. And from these calculations we know how much profit is per one unit, how much profit before refunds, and how many refunds. Having all of that, we can calculate the real final profit and the final account balance and cash flow that we need. And we also calculate cash flow for the next cycle, so that we have enough money in order to restock the inventory. And we calculate this kind of unit economy for every ASIN, and then we sum up these numbers together to understand the whole unit economy of the business. The next missing piece that I very rarely see that people do it is making a plan. Like what exact numbers you're gonna target, like what numbers you wanna get, like profit, ACOS, take-us, whatever is important for you, for your product. How do you think? So you take these numbers, understanding the cash flow, you take these numbers, you write them down as a plan, and then you, after a month of work, we actually write down the fact, meaning what actual numbers we got in reality after 1 month of working on the sales. And we do it every month, so every next month we do another plan, and we write down what happened in reality. So you see, we were planning profit 41,000, and in reality we got 46,000. So the next, like in October, we planned profit 44,000, and in fact we got 38,000. So that's how we do it every month. We got like 52k and so on. This is for per product, so per ASIN. And the next step is doing keyword research. I just showed like, you know, visually how it's gonna look like, but in general you have just a spreadsheet with clusters, and you group all the keywords in these clusters depending on the feature, or like what is the common feature for these keywords is, and then you understand, like define which clusters you wanna go after, because too many times I see that people launch too many keywords, too many clusters, too many campaigns, or they launch the wrong ones and not enough, but too many the ones that you don't want to launch, but not enough the ones that you actually need to launch. So we define that, and after that we basically set up the campaigns. As you can see, this account has 585 campaigns, so it's a lot of campaigns. And that's another thing that we usually see is like we actually need a lot of PPC. Like this specific account, if we go here, it was suffering from not enough PPC. It's not always the case. Sometimes you need less PPC, but in this specific situation, we saw that there is a big opportunity from the keyword research, from competitors research. We saw that there is a need to launch more. That's what we did basically. And yeah, as you can see, keep in mind that sometimes you need more advertising, more campaigns, and that's what we did. You can see the ACOS is very nice. It's here, by the way. It's not always the case that it's so successful. Sometimes you need less PPC and be more selective with the keywords that you choose to launch. But in this specific case, we decided to go wider. The next one, you want to optimize. And optimization means you have to do a lot of changes. In this case, like we did, as you can see, just in November, in 1 month, I selected bid adjustment or bid change in the change type in the history of Amazon advertising. And you can see it's 1500 results. So we changed bids 1500 times. And it's not automation. It's all manual work done by human. No AI magic. It's just changes by human. And that's important to see, like in this screenshot you can see we spent like 200,000 and made $1 million just in advertising sales with ACOS of 18.96% over the lifetime, of course. And you can see like we have a lot of changes. So every month you have a lot of work to do, and ideally this is a good picture to see in your dashboard when you have like ACOS, which is very stable and ideally going slightly down, and sales are going up. So that's the point where we started working, and that's the good situations that you want to be in when the product needs more traffic. And that's how it works. So in general, that's just my overview of high-level strategy, how we did the growth for this specific brand from 20k a month to 68k a month in a short 5 months. Let me know how you think about it, and I will try to answer all the questions that you have. Thank you.